Riker got bitten by a dragonfly and boom, his finger sprouted a thorn. He rested his hand on the sink and guess what? It stuck. Wouldn't budge. He yanks so hard the sink tears off the wall, clocking the school bully right on the forehead. The bully's gaze? Deadly. He swings at Riker. To Riker, the bully's movements appear to be in slow motion. Confident in his newfound invincibility, Riker is nonetheless taken aback when he eats a punch. He finds himself capable of scaling walls with the agility of Spider-Man. Amidst this revelry, a runaway truck emerges as the vehicle fails to decelerate. As it barrels toward an elderly lady, Riker intervenes in the nick of time, pushing her to safety. Contrary to expectations, Riker emerges unscathed from the collision that left the truck visibly damaged, earning the applause of onlookers for his heroic rescue. But, plot twist, he accidentally launches the lady into a wood chipper. Talk about a rescue gone wrong. A robber's got his eyes on a bank, but here comes Riker, right at the entrance, spotting the clueless thief struggling with the door. Riker ends up being the thief's unexpected door guy. The manager's face? Priceless. Realizing he's face-to-face with a bona fide robber, Riker just shrugs it off. Hey, not my cash. Mid-chat, the air's split by gunfire. Riker peeks outside, only to find the robbers shot his own uncle. Flashback to Riker's kiddo days, his parents are assaulted by a bandit. In the throes of the struggle, Riker, fueled by a youthful aspiration to emulate a superhero, attempts to disarm the assailant. He accidentally helps a thug ice his dad and knock out a street lamp that seals his mom's fate. The robber bolts, scared stiff, leaving Riker's hero dreams in the dust. But wait, Riker's got powers now, and he's not giving up on the hero gig. Strolling under the stars, he bumps into none other than Professor Xavier, who's like, "Wanna be a real superhero? Hit up my school." A sneeze from the kid, and people drop dead around him. Welcome to Superhero High, home to the girl who walks through walls, a Wolverine who shaves his legs, and Storm, zapping folks when she's mid. Riker's kicking off his first day, decked out as Dragonfly Man in his Dragonfly-themed armor, swooping into crime scenes citywide. Especially when it's time to play the hero in a damsel in distress scenario, Riker's having the time of his life. But hey, they say every superhero's gotta fly, right? Riker gives his wings a shot and, bam, hits a statue head-on. Flightless maybe, but Dragonfly Man still blazing trails across the globe. A true hero in the eyes of the world. Meanwhile, in a shadowy lab, a cancer-stricken scientist concocts a machine that siphons others' lives to save his own. Just as he steps out to harvest more lives, Riker stumbles upon him and sends the doc flying back into his lab with a solid punch. Watch closely. A young lad hides behind a man, unnoticed by the latter. Then, he conceals himself under a table, inside a drawer, and even on the ceiling. During a meal, their simultaneous glance at the scars on each other's arms almost confirms their identities to one another. Post-dinner, the scientist transforms and bursts through the wall. To protect Lisa and his aunt, Riker immediately hurls a metal ball at the scientist. The ball, after bouncing thousands of times, ends up knocking Riker out cold. The scientist drains the life from the aunt as a warning to Riker not to meddle with his plans. At an award ceremony, the scientist prepares to use his specially designed chair to drain the life from everyone present. Riker arrives just in time. The scientist detonates a bomb to blow off the roof, aiming to eliminate Riker. But the debris is no match for Riker, who easily lifts it. However, the next second, boom. Seeing Riker's meager resistance, the scientist, feeling somewhat exasperated, hurls a flying knife directly at Riker. The scientist hurls a bomb, blowing the roof to smithereens, aiming to take out Riker. But Riker, unfazed by the debris, easily lifts it. Then, boom. Faced with Riker's minimal effort, the scientist launches a flying knife at Riker. In a critical moment, Lisa dashes forward, intercepting the knife, saving Riker. The scientist ascends to the rooftop, activating his device to drain the life from everyone below. Riker, clutching Lisa, makes it in time, only for Lisa to be wounded once again. To save Lisa, Riker confronts the scientist. As the life energy is redirected back to Lisa, she is miraculously revived. With the scientist on the brink of completing his sinister plan, Riker attempts to intervene, but is thwarted when the scientist tosses him a bomb. Decides to embrace the scientist, prepared for a mutual demise. However, as the protagonist, Riker emerges unscathed, while the scientist meets his end.